Welcome back, episode 11 of the Civilization Restarts series. Okay, last time we had two continents mostly completely done. Today, the video shall focus on the scramble for Asia. A lot of new countries, a lot of expansion. The Kievan Rus is still as doomed as always. Let's get into this. So we're actually beginning in Africa, where tensions between these two increase to an all-time high because they both want to unite all of Africa and rid it of all of colonizers. Not happening. The blue team is insanely strong, and now we actually go off to the blue team, where ship is sent to trade with Indonesian Republic. However, it actually ends up colonizing this island instead. So that's cool. Now in Asia, we have the War for Independence from Bharat. So, taking a look at this war, Bharati troops begin the invasion out here. They do well for the most part. However, up here, yeah. Very quickly, reinforcements arrive from the blue team, and this is all Bharat gets reduced to. The front, though, is managed just to actually make a peace treaty, and with this peace treaty, we have Bharat gaining its not only its independence, but also this land, this land right here. This goes over to Bharat. This is now Bharati land under Bharat's control. Very cool. Bharat gained back a little bit of its land. However, this comes with instability, as people were enjoying not having political tensions at their doorstep every day. However, they're back to not being able to do that. Um, yeah, if you can't tell, Bharat is a country that looks like it's doing really well right now, but in the series, I don't mean to offend anyone. In this series, Bharat is doing looks like it's doing really well. It's not. It political tensions. Meanwhile, over here, Persia funds the rise of a new country that, for our purposes, we're going to call the Delhi Sultan. No, not the Delhi Sultanate. The Mughal Empire. Yes. These guys are going to be a blend of yellow and green, and that is a perfect color. Okay, we got the Mughals. The Mughals. The Mughals. They out here now, boys. The Mughals out here. They chilling. So, before we proceed, I would like to make a couple of announcements. First of all, like and subscribe. Second of all, I'm thinking of starting a new series where it's just this, same concept as this. However, it's with the modern world, so it's like the future of the world, I guess. Yeah, it's like a video where we just do the future of the world. So, I let me know your thoughts on it by hitting that like button. If we can get this video to 5, 6, let's say 10 likes, then we'll do it. Actually, not 10 likes. That might be, yeah, 10 likes. 10 likes. We'll do it. Hold up. Let me see the how many likes the at the time of making this, the latest video in the series got. Let's engagement, likes versus dislikes. Got 1 like. Come on, guys, you can do better. So 5 likes. 5 likes, and then we'll make a new video. We'll make a new series that's about mapping. Okay, now let's get back straight into this. So we have the Mongol Empire in a way popping up. They're actually going to be called the Sultanate of Mongol. What's the capital of Mongolia? Hold up, I need to search this up. This is a genuine question that needs to be answered immediately. Like, what? 1 sec. 1 sec. What Mongolia? Mongolia. I'm currently googling this capital. Mongolia. What's the capital? What's capital? Capital. What's the capital? Ulaanbaatar. So this is the Ulan Sultanate. Amazing name, I know. Okay, so this is a good color. We'll do that. We'll do that for their color. That's them. They chilling. They being chilling. Now we're actually going to go to a new country that pops up. But first, we're actually going to have the Manchurian colonization of a bunch of land. And this colonization is going to be seen as somewhat of a threat, however, not really big enough. We're also going to have the Nagasaki Republic spreading there. And now we are going to have the Siberian Empire, which is just a bunch of countries who want just a bunch of tribes who want to be countries, but know for a fact that because of the fact that they're in Siberia and have a lot of resources but no population, they can't really be a bunch of countries. So we actually have the entirety of the thing forming its own nation together. This was bloody, to say the least. Like, making this nation was bloody. However, it had to be done. Now, it was bloody because a lot of people did not want to be a part of it, and that was met with the ruthless slaughter. So let me incorporate this. 1 second. Okay, we are back. Siberia. That's them. And also, the Kievan Rus expanded a bit, and then Manchuria incorporated that region. The rest of this, I actually have no idea what to do with, but it will. Actually, I do know what to do with this. That was wrong. Uh, um, this is what we're going to do with this. Okay. That is 11. That was 11 pixels. Okay. We're gonna redraw that 1 second. Let's do it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold the phone. Bruh. Okay. I want to mimic this border that's already there. Yeah, that looks okay. We'll add that. And then the rest is going to be colonized. Absolutely colonized by the Mongol Empire. Now, we're actually going to take a look at this colonization really soon, but first going to incorporate this. Now, this incorporation was somewhat ruthless as the tribe here was extremely unstable and really did not want to be a part of Stanistan. However, Stanistan went ahead and still incorporated them, leading to vast instability in the region. Now, let's get to this. There are a lot of, let's say, civilizations that are not really considered countries, however, still want to fight back. Right there, right here, and right here. Now, these countries have this really neat thing called an alliance. And so, as Mongolian troops enter to colonize this area, the entire region forms, for the first time in the history of the series, a completely tribe nation that declares war on the Mongol Empire. Now, this was unseen because usually it's just the natives doing a bunch of stuff in a revolution, but this time it's the natives forming a country for the sole purpose of not becoming a part of the country. That was the weirdest thing I've said all day. Okay, so yeah, this was unexpected. However, Mongolian troops do push back because at the end of the day, they're not really a nation and can't really defend themselves against the Mongol Empire. I just realized I keep calling the Mongol Empire. It's not the Mongol Empire. It is the Yulan dynasty. No, what was it? I forgot its name. Uh oh, yeah, I remember. It's the Yulan Empire. No, Ulan Empire. Yeah, it's the Ulan Empire, not the Ulan Empire. Okay, can we? Yeah, we're renaming this to the Mongol Empire because why not is a better question. So the Mongol Empire in this year is, well, not in this year. In this series is a shadow of what it used to be, a shadow of what it is in the actual world. However, well, it's not existent anymore, but when it was existent, when it was. Okay, so we have the surrender of the army over here, which leaves just that area left. Now, this is seen as a betrayal, so instability. Okay, we also have the wipeout of this stuff. Now, Mongol, like, their resources are draining out, and the last few troops dying finally sets a peace. So not complete annexation, mostly annexation. This land is left alone, and actually, in turn for not being very unstable, well, this wasn't really a treaty. This was more forced from the rest of the world on the Mongols to show the celebration and like acknowledgement of such a big accomplishment from the native communities. The Mongols are actually completely forced to give all-out protection to this new prospering nation, which actually does start existing, and looks like Looks like, looks like, like, like this? Yeah, sure, why not? Looks like this. Don't think that looks like anything else, it does not. So that's the new nation that pops up, and probably the final nation that will be popping up in Asia. However, the rest of Asia now needs to be colonized. Uh, we're gonna actually take a look at that, but first we're gonna incorporate these new territories into the Mongol Empire. So this incorporation compared to the war, well, I was going to say peaceful, but I guess the war was a part of the incorporation. So, no, this might be the most violent incorporation we have seen yet, and is really starting to show how colonization is becoming more and more difficult for established nations, such as the Mongol Empire. Okay, now, the scramble for Asia continues. That I wanted to say that. I don't know why I wanted to say that really badly. Okay, firstly, over here we have the area being split in a treaty between the Indonesians and the Achaemenid Empire. I am so surprised that I'm remembering all these names. Actually, I said that and then this part of the world. I say that, then I look at this part of the world. I don't remember any names there. I'm sure you guys are smart. You guys remember that. I, however, do not. Um, let's. Okay. Okay, alright. And then we just colonize this part. That, please. Okay. I. That sounded wrong to say. Okay, so. By the way, do you guys still enjoy watching Age of History content? Because I haven't made that in a while. The last video that I made on it got 500 views. I also cannot actually think of a like video idea for that. Okay, so yeah, over here now we have the Mughal, the Barath actually getting that land, with the Mughals getting this stuff over here, and the Achaemenid Empire grabbing up this land. So, okay, this is actually a treaty. So, this is recognized by all three of these nations. And, yeah, just like that. There we go. That's, yep. And then that land is no man's land, because why not? So, the no man's land, it's gonna stay like that. This video is short compared to the other videos. So far. We're gonna now stay tuned. We're gonna have even more stuff happen. Firstly, incorporation time. Now, while I'm incorporating this, I would like to go on a rant about how Bharat is doomed to split into multiple nations later on in the series. Basically, right now, Bharat is close to reaching the most unstable nation in the world, behind only the red team. Here's the thing about being only behind the red team. Actually, no, they're behind the Kievan Rus, who are behind the red team. Now, here's the thing about being behind the red team. Technically, they're the most unstable nation in the world. However, their army allows for that to not really be an issue. So realistically speaking, they're not actually, because they don't have to deal with it. It's like, it's unstable and everyone wants their own nation. And like violence in the red team, like crime rates are high. But you also got to take that into like account for the red team itself, which is a huge nation. I don't think that it's the I'm getting spammed on Discord. I mute. Yes, mute for 1 hour. Okay, as I was saying, how did I get message when I muted it? Okay, as I was saying, all right. So yeah, but they're not the biggest nation anymore. Like that would be the. I have a horrible feeling this thing is about to crash. This isn't good. I can't move. What? It went. What? Okay. It's fine. Everything's under control. None of the progress was deleted. Okay, so as I was saying, we actually they're not the biggest. That goes to the Kievan Rus. However, by like actually habitable and valuable land, they are the biggest. So when we count that, and then they're very big. My Google TV just said incredible views from space dash Mexico, and this does look incredible. Back to the topic at hand. So yeah, their big population. It's like for internally, yeah, it's a lot compared to the rest of the world. However, really, not really, because it's like a very small. It's small in as a minority. Like around like 30% of their country wants independence. Now, yeah, that seems high. It's better than the 70% at the start of the series, but seems high. And you got to remember their population is like 2.5, no, not 2.5, 3.6 trillion right now. The world population is at the world population would be at like 12 trillion right now. So yeah, that seems a lot. Like 30% seems a lot, but you also got to account how big their population actually is. So it's not really a problem. Now we're actually going to focus on some wars. War Thunder. Good game, mid game. I just made so many people mad. Okay, so not War Thunder. This. So we have the Southeast Asian Union colonizing this entire island. Actually, not this entire island. The island gets split between the blue team and these guys. The blue team actually takes a little bit of land, and they take the rest. The blue team is just the British Empire. Yeah, the blue team is just the British Empire, except from the Middle East, because they're really old and they're basically in every continent, and they span huge landmass. However, they're not actually big. I don't think they're even like in the top for the biggest countries. Because like, if someone wants to do the math, go ahead. I'm not going to. You guys, go ahead. Uh, Speaking of the British, they actually. What is this? What was this called? This is going. What did I call this? I don't remember. That's the thing. However, they actually abandoned this settlement completely. It's gone. They moved the capital to London. They colonized that. That establishment is now gone, which also means that chaos issues as people start to run away to the new country because what they actually do, they don't want anyone to inherit the resources, so they go with the Soviet scorch the earth policy and burn everything. The people living there were around 3 billion. There were 2.6 billion casualties. Nobles in the area were actually assassinated because the copied British, rip-off British, did, because I don't remember their name, so I'm just gonna call them rip-off British, actually tried to, actually didn't want them trying to rebuild the nation, as they wanted any signs of that nation just wiped out. So the nobles were assassinated in the areas, and that's not very good. However, not to worry, the red team's here to take. The red team is here to take advantage. Don't you worry, guys. So the red team takes that, and Polia takes that. Or the Germanic Republic. I don't remember what I called it. So this land, I want to say goes to the French thing. Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah, it goes to the France province of the red team that has semi-autonomy. Actually goes like this. Yeah. So the France province actually gains a lot of land from, well, compared to themselves. Red team, decently well for them. Uh, this becomes the new no man's land, however. So yeah, it is prime real estate because coastline. However, no one really wants to colonize it as the forest fires and the dead animals make it a really bad place to live. Meanwhile, I forgot the main character of this little side adventure, the rip-off British. Uh, we're actually gonna change their name to Britannia. No, the we're gonna change their name to the North. No, the Great. No, not they're not great. They're like one of the weakest nations. The Empire of London. So yeah, their capital is actually in Scotland. It will be moved in a later episode. For now, I think that's it. Yeah, we did have a lot of wars this time. However, we had a lot of expansion. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next video is going to focus on complete expansion, so make sure to check out the next video, because that's where we go into Australia, and who knows, maybe the American landmass, which I've been hinting at throughout the series, will finally be discovered. For now, however, bye-bye, like and subscribe, goodbye, check out another video, make sure to stay tuned for the next episode in the series, go watch another video in the series, go watch another video on my channel, like and subscribe, and goodbye.